DJ and PK, it is time for the question of the morning. PK. BYU's bad in the first half and then rallies in the second half, only to lose again to a ranked team. How much more of this can you take?
Oh, how many more games they got? This is a great movie.
D. Ray Palmer, they are regressing.
No, they're not. They're staying the same.
Ken says 3 players does not make a team. They need more production from the other 2, or Sweet 16 will be it.
If they're fortunate to even get that far.
Have wondered that lately. Josh, BYU only has 3 players, and they rarely all have a good shooting game at the same time, and they got no bench. It's a recipe for failure.
We should have spread out that money a little bit, huh?
There's a thought.
Kansas fans, you don't chant overrated anymore. That is so outdated.
Overpaid?
Yes. Overpaid. Now you smack your...
Overpaid. Yeah, there it is. It works. Good work, maestro.
Yeah, somebody needs to get the message. You don't chant overrated. It's overpaid. That hurt. That stings more. Because nobody likes to spend money and not get their money's worth. And if they spend money and get their money's worth, they're probably okay with that. Across the board in anything. If I buy a $5 piece of food and it sucks, you hate it. But if I buy a $35 steak, and it's awesome, you love it.
Get what you pay for, pay what you get.
Yeah. So you want money well spent. Money not well spent is bitter, even if you've got millions and billions and trillions.
Gabriel, obviously a certain someone paid a certain someone a bit too much. Pathetic and middle of the pack at this point. Definitely not acceptable for what is being paid.
Yeah, I mean, they are in 7th place.
Yep. 3 losses in conference now. 3 of the last 4.
Yeah. 3 of the last 4. They're having their slump a little early. But what's crazy is they're only slumping for half the game.
It was a little more understandable against Kansas, but the trend is there.
Well, I don't know that it is understandable given the fact that it's like the 9th time.
Well, because Peterson didn't play in the second half. I thought that gave him a chance. It made him a little easier to defend and a chance to come back.
Richie, was Saunders going to be affected by Peterson's availability? I mean, something clicks in the second half. When they're desperate, they're good. Maybe that will pay off in the tournament because at that point, literally one loss in your season is doomed, and this group is over. DeBonsa's gone, and who the heck else? Saunders is gone. Who else knows who's going to stay? You never have any idea these days as far as what your classification athletic eligibility-wise is outside of a senior is almost pointless. I think we've gotten past seniors now that they're not seniors like Cam Rising 4 times. Some of them seem like they still get to it, but it seems like it's dwindling. So if they have that level of desperation that they've had multiple games, twice in the same week, as a matter of fact, against very good teams, that they are able to maybe muster up some different energy right from the start. That's trying to put a different / positive spin on it. I mean, Kansas with Peterson is probably a top 10, top 5 team. Arizona's like 23-0, so they speak for themselves. And there you are, late in the game, 1 possession, maybe 2 possessions. I mean, that Council hits that bizarre runner off of 1 foot. Or else, you come down and you got all the mo, you're probably scoring then, and who knows. But he hits that shot that just looked awkward, and it goes in.
Yeah. He jumped off. Usually you expect the right-hander to jump off the left foot.
Well,
he
they
jumped
go
off
up
his
with
right
both
foot.
feet.
Wrong-footed him.
They usually when you do jump shot.
You can't go up on both, yeah.
Well,
and he's running, he goes up off his right.
And he made it. Good for him. So if you want to look at, they just played 2 top 10 teams, I think, with Peterson there. Obviously, he's a difference maker that they are. And you're right there at the end after being down by 20-some points. What's it going to be with these guys? They're going to have to decide. I mean, the roster is what it is. It's not changing. And it has deficiencies, no question about it. Okay, yeah, there they are. And he's reluctant to go too deep into the bench. So that's not changing. But even with that, you're getting down big and then having these roaring comebacks. So it's there for you to be able to win these types of games. I don't think you can argue that.
Gary says they need more depth. 3 points from the bench isn't going to cut it, but more urgency at the start of the game would be nice, too.
Yeah, don't say as if it's going to be fixed, you need more depth. You're not going to have it. None of these guys that are injured are going to get healthy, and he doesn't play them anyway. That big Stanton, whatever they call him, he never plays.
He's been out injured for the last 4
But
games.
even when healthy, he doesn't play.
You're right.
So who cares? Unfortunate for him, but who cares whether he's healthy or not?
Ahmed Slidden took it any time he had away.
Yeah,
from
so
him.
he's not playing. So his injury's irrelevant. Cause is yet to play. Unfortunately for him, he's been injured both years. I think he could help him. He's a knockdown shooter. He's a really good shooter. And the other two, Baker, yeah, he could have helped you. Pickens, I assume, but I don't know for sure because he hasn't played. Well, that's what you got. So sit and moan about it. It's not changing.
Did you think that was a shots-winning game for Kansas, especially in the first half?
Well, they were 9 for 12 from three. Yeah.
And hitting contested. I mean, Peterson hit some very well contested shots.
Yeah, I mean, they were feeling it. That's a opposing coach's nightmare. Guys start feeling it. And they're very good to begin with, or else they wouldn't be there.
But it's a peak performance.
Surges.
Yeah, it's a peak performance.
And you got the crowd going nuts, blah, 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 blah.
They're all riled up, 1,000 games in Fog Allen Fieldhouse.
Yeah, and that's a legendary place to play. It's always...
So it might be easy to explain that one away if it weren't 3 losses in 4 games, and if we hadn't seen the poor first halves now for the, I don't know what it is, 8th, 9th, 10th time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's happened a lot. They've come back from some of them, obviously, Clemson and others... Well, they
came back against Arizona. They came back against Kansas.
Well, it came back to win.
They came back. TCU, they came back.
Yes, TCU is a good example. Here it is. Philip. It's not only ranked teams. BYU's been terrible in losing at halftime to TCU, Dayton, Miami, and Delaware. Heck, BYU's been losing.
And they came back to all 3 of them.
Yeah.
And won the game.
Those are the comeback wins, yes.
Yeah. Right. So the ability is there.
Yeah, Philip says BYU is not regressing on the season and BYU is not improving. It's just the same old story, game after game. Play like crap for 20 minutes and play great for 20 minutes.
Well, at the same time here, Wednesday against Oklahoma State marks the halfway point of conference play. Now, obviously, it's more than that with the non-conference. But conference play, a lot of the teams are already there. The Cougars aren't. They've got one more, and then they'll be halfway. The point being is there's time. Time is always running out. Time is always running out on everybody. But there is still time. So I'm not willing to bury them yet. My thing, and I want to ask Steve Cleveland about this, what is he, top of the hour?
Yep.
Is that I love Rob Wright as a player, but I'm getting tired of him getting in the paint and missing these shots. He's too small. And, well, maybe, but he's a good shooter to get his feet set. Maybe run the offense through Saunders. Let him do it. And because he'll have a better chance to finish. We saw that left-handed jam going down the left side. That was obviously impressive. Kid's got all sorts of ability. That was one of KY's best calls. He said before they even played a game, this kid's an NBA player. And he's right. He knows what an NBA player looks like.
Put some exclamation points on that Saturday.
Because he's been around NBA players for many, many years, so he knows. And maybe because Wright seems reluctant to dish off when he's in there, and he can get in there almost at will, but maybe change that up a little bit, and then can Saunders do it? And he's taller. He's a good 6'7", stood next to him, and maybe he can create some easier baskets that way for the team. And I'm not saying Wright is unselfish. That's not the point. The point is he gets in and
he's ending up underneath the rim with nowhere to go way too often.
And he's short, and most basketball players aren't.
And he's not going to finish over those guys. So there's a couple options. One, the guys have to be in the corner, and you got to get the ball to them for shots. We've seen that a million times. You drive in there, you get all those shot blockers, you throw it into the corner for a three. The other thing is, the old Amari Stoudemire of Phoenix Suns, Steve Nash would get in there, and he would keep his dribble. He wouldn't pick it up, and he'd spin around, and Stoudemire would come crashing down the lane. He'd flip the ball to him, and Stoudemire would get a dunk. Because for the shot blocker who's facing the point guard on the baseline, he's not going to turn around and get up in the air in time. And so, to me, whoever you want, I mean, Keita could do that, DeBonsa.
Yeah, but you're asking a Hall of Famer. You're comparing him to Steve Nash.
Yeah. Keep your dribble, turn around, find the big guy running at the hoop. There's no big guy trailing him to the hoop. They're standing watching him.
Well, they don't have very many big guys.
Well, guys who can dunk in traffic. Keita and DeBonsa. Well, you only have room for one guy, so make it Keita when he's in the game. Maybe Ahmed, I don't know.
Yeah, the roster has deficiencies. There's
Otherwise,
no
just keep watching him get his shot blocked.
Or missing it.
Yeah, because he's got to throw up some circus shot to get it around the shot blocker.
Yeah. So they've got to come up with that. And, Kevin Young's getting big money, and he's got all those assistants, and that's what I'm not willing to put a limit on this team just yet.
Well, they ran into a bad stretch last year, and they figured it out. Now, it was a little earlier than this year, a couple weeks earlier. So they're in a bad stretch now. Do they figure it out?
Well, they figure it out during games. They'll outscore you every second half. They're figuring it out.
Now figure out the first half.
Each individual game.
Yeah, if it were just about second half scores, their record would be a lot better. And they've still got big games with ranked teams left, so they can strange all those numbers. Yeah, Houston's a great example.
That's why I'm not ready to make any pronouncements and declare this team dead or alive or what have you. There's still 5 weeks to go in the regular season, and they can build that momentum. And then maybe when they get to the tournament, I still think they'll be in. I mean, they'll have enough wins that they'll feel that sense of desperation and urgency from the opening tip, and that allows them to go. I got the schedule memorized. You don't need to look it up.
So what I'm looking up.
Really, but when the other guy speaks, though, you should stay away from the computer. It shows you're listening.
I'm listening.
I know, because you're just staying away from the computer.
See? You got what you wanted. Aren't you happy?
I'm just trying to help you. And, could you imagine if your wife's talking and you're there at the computer typing away?
Yeah, I get in trouble for that all the time.
Whatever you want to look up, it can wait.
Maybe.
Okay, what couldn't wait?
They're not really getting punished. You were talking about, there's still these games to go, and there's a whole second half of the season.
Are you looking up computer rankings?
Ken Pomeroy, KenPom.com, ranked 15th, even after losing 3 out of 4.
Yeah, but
they haven't fallen that
don't
far.
factor in the way they do in other sports.
Because of quad 1 losses, and they're minimized.
And it's on the road. Yeah. This is the only sport where losses... Okay, but so what? You're not going to rise that much. Now, if they've gone 2-0, they would have.
Yeah.
But probably not going to happen anyway. But when you lose these games, as you say, these quad 1 spiels.
They don't really penalize you for it.
No. So I already knew that. But what difference does that make? They're going to get in the tournament. I didn't need, no offense to my guy Ken, but I know they're going to get in the tournament.
Yeah, it's not just they're going to get in. They're going to get in with a winnable first game.
Well, there's no question. My gosh, if you pay all this money for this roster and you don't have a winnable first game,
then what are you doing?
I don't need to look up anything to know that. My eyes tell me that. That's why I have a lot more freedom in my life, because I'm not looking up stuff. I already know it. What I see, I don't need somebody else to verify what I already know.
I do, though, because you doubt me.
I doubt you?
Yes.
You're doubting yourself, then. If you need to look it up to say they should have a winnable first game, I mean, I think we can go, this is the first show of February, we could go the whole month without you saying a more bold statement. They can win a winnable first game. Get Maddie and have her cut that up, Yak, so we throw it on YouTube and Facebook and everything. DJ going out on a limb. BYU can have a winnable first game. That's awesome.
I'm saluting and winking to the camera for those who are on radio. Sorry.
That right there is shocking.
Yeah, put my feet up.
They can have a winnable first game.
Yep.
I didn't think you would be that bold this morning.
Dropped to 7th in the conference, lose 3 out of 4, not getting punished at all.
Little did I know. Here, I thought they were going to go up and get against Canisius and get worked in the first round.
Canisius. That's, wait a minute, hold on. Utah 1997 first round, yes?
I'd have to go back and check.
Van Horn didn't play, but he was on the team, right? It was his senior year.
Van Horn in Dallas. Yes, and they kept it a big secret. Bill Markoff, I never forgave him. He knew, and he didn't tell me.
Canisius, it's going down.
They're all worried about it. They just plugged Will Carlton in there, and away they went.
I could not have pulled the name Will Carlton from 1997.
Because I was a beat writer. I was there every day.
Yeah. All right, Steve Cleveland, top of the hour. More hoops with him. DJ and PK, it's 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.